Hi, everybody. A lot of people have asked me this question about LinkedIn articles and how to write it and why should we write it and why will it benefit us. Well, let's get into this. So, LinkedIn articles is one of the forms of publications that you can do on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very powerful tool, of course, we all know that, and there are multiple things you can do there. But a LinkedIn article specifically is useful because it's SEO friendly. When you do Google searches, many a times you will see the LinkedIn article link coming up, and it's a very useful tool to get popular even on Google, right? And then of course you have something called as ease of becoming an authority, because if you keep writing articles about the same niche and you're being discovered on Google, people will naturally want to talk to you. And finally, it can be converted into a newsletter. A lot of people don't know this, but LinkedIn newsletters reach your inbox. When people subscribe to a LinkedIn newsletter, that newsletter will reach your inbox. So it's an easy way to get more people to read what you're writing. Now let's get into it. So here I have a small little sample article. Everything is a sample here. Don't worry about what is written, but we will use this to showcase how to write a LinkedIn article and how to publish it. So it's got multiple steps, by the way. It's not easy to write a LinkedIn article. So you go here into your feed, you have post, media, you can put a job together, and you can write an article. Those are the three options now. And when you click that, you will see the entire list of places where you can publish the article. You can publish this as an individual into your profile, or you can publish this into all the pages that you are an admin of. So, yeah. So now at the top, you will see this featured image, which is 1920 into 1080, which is a 16 is to 9 ratio image. You can have an image, you can create one on Canva. If you click on that create a design button, it goes to Microsoft Designer, which is a Microsoft tool, which is similar to Canva. You can use that to also create it. And it may be applicable only for the premium members, not for everybody. So now let's get into how to write an article. Well, you have the title and then you have the article body. So when you want to write an article, start with the title, obviously, and every part of the article can be highlighted, bullet pointed. You can style it as H1, H2, etc. So all that is possible here. Now let's get into it. Let's copy and paste the article, the sample article that we have. We just copy everything and we try to paste it. Let's see what happens then. It's not the right way to do it, by the way. Don't copy everything and write it, because you'll get into a simple little problem, which is the title is separate from the entire body. Here you go. When you try to copy paste everything, this is what will happen. You'll end up, everything becomes a title. So you need to delete that. Just put the title separately, and then we'll go ahead and copy the rest of the article. So this is separate pieces, right? I mean, the way LinkedIn functions, the title is a separate thing and the body is a separate thing. There are only two pieces to it, and the image, of course, the featured image. But then when you paste the article from, let's say, a Word doc or a Google doc, it will respect all the formatting that is there. So heading 1, heading 2, everything is there, and you can change things also. You can just highlight something and change heading 1, heading 2. You can put together a bullet point. You can put a code. You can embed a code even. you know if you see the article, it looks monotonous. If you have a very long article, it is better to put an image in between to break the monotony, to ensure that people are not just skipping the article because it's so boring, it's so long. So when you break the article with a couple of images, maybe diagrams, etc., it becomes interesting. You can also you can put a link back to your website. You can link back to another article that you have written. You can put an image, you can embed a YouTube video. All those good stuff is available within the interface itself. Now let's look at some other features that are available within the interface. If you go to this manage button and click, you'll see SEO settings, preview, and a bunch of other things. You'll also see create newsletter. That's a topic for a separate video, and I will publish that soon. But when you click on the SEO settings, you will see you can write a title and you can write a SEO description. This is nothing but meta title and meta description, which you see in a search interface. For example, if you search something on Google, the results will show up and you will see a title and then some description comes up. The title is actually a meta title and the description is a meta description, like the one you are going to put down here. Of course, Google has changed a little bit. It need not be exactly true. Some amount of changes have happened in how Google also represents these things or presents these things in the interface. But it's a good practice to have a meta title and a meta description, right? So now what's the next step? You have everything, you click on next, and this is where the funny part about LinkedIn comes up. You cannot publish the article directly because it will not show up on the feed. What shows up on the feed is the only thing, post, right? And ads, of course. So you have to put together a post here. That's why the image is important. If you don't have a featured image, it will look blank like it does here. And that's actually the entire article is embedded there. So somebody wants to read, they can click that and go and read the article. So that's pretty much it, the way you go about publishing an article on LinkedIn. So what do you need? You need an article, of course. You need an image, 16:9 ratio, multiple images. You need meta description and you need a LinkedIn post.